Yesterday, we were meant to present the budget of our own country to our parliament, and discussions that ensued prior to that presentation in both the leaders of the Government of National Unity and also Cabinet gave a clear indication that some of the proposals that were being put forward would not be favorably accepted, and Cabinet then felt that we should postpone the presentation of the budget. Now, we are in a government of unity system now, and in the end, no one party can be able to truly impose anything without much negotiation and discussion. And being in a government of national unity, by definition, means that you've got to work with others. You've got to take others along. You've got to build consensus. And we've got to ensure that we do indeed forge a unity. And in the end, that came to fruition. And that, in many ways, should not be seen as a crisis. Other people have described this or characterized this as a crisis. Budgets in many countries are possibly the most important event that happens. But what this moment also presents to us as South Africans is to raise the level of consciousness amongst all of us as South Africans about the substance of what the Minister was going to present. The substance has to do with how we fund our priorities, where we find the money to fund our ambitions. And no Minister of Finance ever gets to a point where they will just willy-nilly raise taxes without getting to a point where they may believe that they have no other alternatives. And I have never met a person who wants to pay more taxes in our country, and I guess in the world. So nobody wants to pay more taxes. But this moment also presents us with an issue frontally that we need to confront, the trade-offs that we have to embrace. Right now, we've got limited revenue limits. Our revenue, as it stands, is not able to fund every priority, every ambition that we have. So the Minister of Finance scrounges around to find money. So, in the end, as South Africans, we therefore need to sit back and say, how are we going to stop? And I think the Minister of Finance sought to address this yesterday. How are we going to get over the budget cuts? How are we going to continue funding all our priorities? The public servant salaries, the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, and the SRD, the grants that we've been paying to unemployed people. So the debate and the discussion needs to ensue around issues like that. And I do believe that that leads us to a moment of becoming more economically conscious, economically more aware and knowledgeable as the people of South Africa.